Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 video. Join us back on the Riviera line. We are currently at Exeter St David's. Got a couple of lovely Voyagers in front of us, but we're going to be taking the one on the right hand side and we're going to be heading down to Paignton as the Waterloo service leaves there, which would be South Western Railway, not East Midlands trains, but cool. Right, let's get everything set up. I think I've already done most of it already. Yeah, that's all on. Oh, and also the issue with the emergency brakes are fixed. So if we do that and then take them off, they should then release. That's been fixed in the recent update, as there was an issue with the cab doors where they weren't actually locked. So basically, when you spawned in, they'd be unlocked even though they're shut. So you had to sort of open and then close them. But that issue's gone apparently. So yeah, let's hop in. We are good to go. We've got the road already, and we're a bit of a slow service as well. We're going to be calling at Dawlish, Teignmouth, Newton Abbot, Torquay, and Paignton. So we've got those couple of extra stops there at Dawlish and Teignmouth. Right, forward, and let's get going. Hopefully. Why is it so quiet? Where's my game audio? We have got power, haven't we? Oh yeah, we do have game audio. Okay, we're off. Them's a bit weird. Okay. Feels a bit different. It feels very slow. We're in full power at the moment and we're struggling to get over 15. Let's just put it back to off. The engines are on, aren't they? Yeah, they are on. Seems very slow. Which one of our mods, or one of our great members of the channel, Pete, Mod Pete, he said he was having, well, quite a few people actually were saying they were having issues in the 150, saying that was really sort of sluggish now, post update. But the Voyager also seems quite sluggish. I mean, we're just about breaking 30. And I know the Voyager obviously is probably slower accelerating than say the 150, but even this feels a bit slow. I'll flick the HUD on quickly, just so we are powering up, just really slowly. I mean, this was a bit too slow for the Voyager. Unless we've got a diesel engine fault, but I mean, it sounded to me like they were running all right. Okay, I should have recorded this yesterday before the update come out. Just about 42 for Exeter St Thomas. I think this is going to be quite a slow run. Let me turn up the audio. Update it and then break it. Let's quickly do that. There we go. I'm a bit worried now. What if between Newton Abbot and Torquay, will we actually be able to get up the hill there? Like, if the acceleration is just really slow, will we actually make it to Paignton? I'm quite glad. My original plan for this video was to do a two-part run from Plymouth to Exeter. I'm sort of glad we haven't done that now. Oh my god. 53. This can't be right. Surely not. So I don't want to come to a stop in case it literally then can't go again. Or it takes forever to speed up again. Should really do a running brake test, shouldn't we, really? But then we have to slow down. So it's not acting up right. This is Marsh Barton. It's just not doing much. And the engines are on. There, you can hear they're probably going for it. Just not very fast. Once we get to Dawlish, we'll restart the engines and see. Maybe it could be a fault. Yeah, potentially. That means straight away. Because I don't think in these trains you can restart the engines on the move. Some you can, some you can't. I think with this you have to come to a stop. Well, that's if we actually do get to Dawlish, because we're going at 56 at the moment. We don't really seem to be speeding up. We're sort of just sat at 56. Well, this isn't very good, is it? I played TSW for a few days, come back and it's broken. Well, it seems to be broken, unless it could be a random fault, but we'll see once we get to Dawlish. I don't want to risk coming to a stop and it just doesn't work. Actually, you know what? We'll stop at Starcross. Not to open the passenger doors, but we'll stop there and try and restart the engines. We're losing speed now. Something is not right here. Yeah, something's not right here. We might actually make it to Starcross. Well, there goes the Voyager anyway, at basically half the speed we should be going along here. Well, let's try and power it up again, see if we get any momentum. I go, oh, that's good. Hang on, was there actually a magnet there? It does appear they've added in AWS magnets for TSRs. But oh, there it is. Look at that. There we go. That's good. So you get the AWS warning now before the TSRs. That's good. Because otherwise it was sort of just like, where's the TSR? Like, you could miss them so easily. I mean, in real life you'd get told about them on the notice board, but we might actually just have to come to a stop before Starcross. I generally don't think we're going to make it to Paignton. I think we'll probably end up getting to Starcross and the train will break. And then we won't be able to, and that'll be it. Which is a little disappointing. Well, quite disappointing. No, we're in power at the moment, but it's just not doing anything. It literally I think the only reason why we sped up was because we were going downhill between St Thomas and Marsh Barton. That got us up to about 55. But apart from that, it's just not doing anything. I don't think we're actually going to make it to Starcross. We might have to come to a stop in a second. So it'd be good to get to a station and then try and restart the engine, for the sake of passengers. Actually, no, we might be able to make it. Maybe. I mean, it's not much. It's not too hilly. It's fairly flat along this bit. But let's try and power up again. Unless, yeah, maybe we have got one of the random faults. In fact, we must do now, because there's literally no engine power. Is this gone? Well, that was loud. Yeah, we'll roll it along to Starcross if we can make it. We'll come to a stop and try and restart the engines. But even from the offset, it seemed, unless we had a diesel engine fault as soon as we left Exeter, which would be a bit like, really, straight away, because apparently they have actually turned down the frequency. As this train prior to the update, it had a diesel fault every like 2 minutes. So unless maybe that hasn't been sorted properly on PlayStation and we've just got a fault as soon as we left Exeter, maybe that could be a possibility. Right, let's just try and power up again. Yeah, it's completely gone now. Well, again, we'll try and roll into Starcross, which ain't too much further away. I don't know, that's if we make it there. And once we get there, we'll try and restart the engines. Again, probably much rather be on a platform than in the middle of nowhere. And we should be able to roll it in. It's fairly flat along here. It's not too much further to Starcross. Bit unfortunate, really, because this is like the so it's the big gap between stations, Marsh Barton and Starcross. Everywhere else, you'd be all right. Well, unless you were going up to Totnes from Newton Abbot, then you might be screwed. Or up to Ivy Bridge. We'll go 30 miles an hour. It's not much further to Starcross, so that feels like it's going to be a long way like this. Yeah, let's just get it into a station, because then we're not stranded. Oh, it's over there. Like, you can see that it's still quite a way off. Let's just follow in. It's flat along here. I bet we'll end up coming to a stop just before the station. That would be annoying. But we'll try it. We'll give it our best. I'm going to cheekily turn on the HUD to see if it says we've had an engine fault. And sometimes it will pop up saying engine fault. Nothing's come up. So we'll just have to see what happens. Maybe it's broken. I don't know. Yeah, there was an update yesterday, and a few people have mentioned that the 150, which I know it's not this train, but the 150's had, it feels just really slow. Come on, let's just got to get to that. Basically where that building is over there, that's Starcross. Once we're there, we'll bring it to a stop, and we'll try and restart the engines. And if we can't, well, then we're buggered. Again, better to be stuck at a station than in the middle of nowhere. Well, imagine this happens, so yeah, between Totnes and Ivy Bridge, you will have to come to a stop in the middle of nowhere. Fortunately for us, this bit's sort of flat and slightly downhill. That's why we managed to get it into the station. I should be able to. We're definitely going to be late on this run. I think it said this one was about 42 minutes. See the one we're doing, this is 1 Victor 47. Right, so we'll come to a stop here in the platforms at Starcross. But we're not going to open the doors because, well, we're not actually meant to stop here, but we don't, we need to restart the engines. So we'll come to a stop and then do it on the platform. As if something goes wrong, it's much better for the passengers then, as they can just get out. Hope the brakes are working. So you know what, we'll go right down the end actually. So we're sort of out of the way almost. Yeah, we're not picking up passenger. We'll go right down the end. Somewhere nice and far away, Let's try and restart the engines. Right. Let's say stop. Engine stop. They should be going off. Engine start. Well, that sounds a bit better, doesn't it? Right. Let's come on. Oh, now I can actually hear it because I believe it. Yeah, okay, right, let's try and go now. Right, let's do that. That sounds a lot better. I think we might have sorted it. Yeah, there we go. That does sound a lot better. There we go. Wow. I must admit, it did sound a bit quiet leaving Exeter. But it's, yeah, a bit funny because we literally just loaded in to sort of have an issue straight away. Like, bit annoying. Right, I think that is sorted. I think. I suppose we'll find out, but that should be okay. There we go. I think we're out of the woods. I was very much thinking it was a bug though, because yeah, having seen about the 150 being sluggish, I thought, oh, maybe the Voyager's got the same issues now. But yeah, I think it was a case of the engine at the front had stalled, or whatever at the front had stalled. That's why it was so quiet leaving Exeter. Okay, well, I think we're okay. We're okay for now. Well, we are going to be late though. I mean, it's 17 minutes already, and we should have been at Dawlish probably about 7 minutes ago. So we've lost quite a bit of time now because of that. But I suppose that's expect the unexpected in play. And yeah, good that wasn't a bug. Yeah, literally the first message I saw today on Discord was the 150's all sluggish, so after the update. Back down. This is Dawlish Warren Station, which I believe some of the Voyagers actually do stop at. Maybe like one a day or so stops here, because I've seen one in the up direction before. Sat here at Dawlish Warren. And we then come onto the coast. Yeah, 70. Cool. I doubt we'll be able to make up the time either. I don't think that will happen. Well, I think at Newton Abbot you might get a couple of minutes. We might be able to crawl back a couple of minutes there, but we probably will end up being late all of the way into Paignton now. Unless the guard's on the ball, we literally open the doors, 10 seconds, off. We're now coming up to Dawlish. That person's floating. Here we are. Dawlish. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when slipping down from. I did actually turn off the announcements for trains which don't have them in real life, but for this one it seems to stay on. We're right down to the end of the platform here at Dawlish. Here we are. Cool. We made it in the end. Probably got another train stuck behind us now. Don't think we actually ever stopped here in the Voyager either. And here we are. This is Dawlish. We made it. How late? Oh, okay, 7 minutes late. As we predicted. Could be worse. So you really got to keep a sort of an ear out for those engines. Right, let's get the door shut. And then Tinmouth up next. 43. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Right, literally full power, I suppose. Well, not full power. Maybe into three to begin with.
The next station is Paignton. This is a cross country.
I'm waiting for it to go slow again. We're off. Oh, lovely, look at that. Here comes the 150 coming in. Hang on, we're going all sluggish again. Oh no. Here we go again. Again? What one's gone off? I bet the back one's gone off now. Yeah, the back's gone off. I thought this had been fit. We're going to have to come to a stop here. We ain't going to make... Well, there's no... Let's just come to a stop here. Just outside of the station. Sort of in the tunnel or whatever. That one's gone off now as well. Both of the engines have gone off. I mean, this is just a bit like... Really? Like, yeah, no, it's cool to have the random faults, but every like 2 minutes in the voyage. Bit of a joke. Doesn't sound very healthy. There we go. Well, I might as well get a photo here whilst we're stuck on the seawall. Oh, badly maintained engines, of course. Right. Let's go again. And I bet by Tinmouth they'll be off again. I think maybe just avoid driving the Voyager for the time being. Because yeah, this was meant to be fixed in the update. But it appears that it hasn't been fixed in the update. It still must be made worse. And I'm recording this on the 11th of October. So I'm not sure when this... I think this video will be going out tomorrow. Yeah, potentially tomorrow this one will be going out. So maybe just don't drive the Voyager for the time being. Probably hard not to drive because it is a cool train, but if it's going to have these engine faults constantly, maybe not ideal. Although I do like the faults on TSW6, they just need to be... I know the chances of them happening need to be tweaked. Because even on the Expert 101, you get the faults going on, but you can turn down the percentage of sort of how often they happen. So for that, I think I have it on like 1%, because realistically, there's not going to be a fault every single trip. It'll probably be quite rare to have a fault if the train's maintained well. So I sort of hope maybe in future they can have a slider. Well, in fact there's a random behaviour slider where you can do like low, medium, high. Maybe sort of make it so you can change it a bit more. I'll just throw it on like 2 or 3% chance of having a fault. So it's a bit more, yeah, every few runs you'll get a fault. photo quickly. Always in the same sort of area. You sort of got to get the water in, haven't you? Look at that, it's pretty stunning. Great to have this route on TSW. And we've got exciting times ahead of us. Got the West Coast Main Line, the two parts of it coming out. The 171, 377/3 pack. That last roadmap was like, wow, this is good. Class 90 as well. It's going to be really good. And I assume the 90 will probably also go on to West Coast Main Line Birmingham to Crewe as a layer as well. So it's going to be brilliant. Brilliant times wait ahead.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Really long platform here at Teignmouth. I just hope at some point Alan Thompson's sim extends the Manchester Airport commuter route down to Crewe. Because I think that was the original plan for that route, was to have it Crewe to Manchester Piccadilly. Because now with the Birmingham to Crewe route coming out, if we had that bit from Alderley Edge to Crewe, you could do a full Manchester to Birmingham run. Which would be pretty cool. I mean, I've had to do a full Birmingham to Carlisle run, which is very impressive.
This is Teignmouth. This is a cross country service to
Paignton.
The next stop is
Right, let's hope the engines haven't gone off at the back. No, it's still on for now. Well, we are now 8 minutes behind schedule. Have we got another train behind us? Oh, we don't yet. Yeah, oh, there's one at... That was a stopper anyway. Yeah, there's one all the way back at Dawlish, which ain't obviously that far away. Right, Newton Abbot next. Let's watch it leaving. Yeah, what videos would you like to see next? Yeah, do comment below. What would you want to see? So I think we've done most stuff now. I do need to do more Morristown line. I'm sort of guilty of not doing much of that. Hang on. Surely not again. It's happened again. They've gone off again. Do I? Maybe I don't want to be realistic now. I'm just going to do it on. No, we can't do it on the go. Alright, let's come to a stop. The engines have gone off again. I mean, it's just taking the mick now. Again. And especially when the update yesterday was meant to fix this. But it obviously hasn't. It's made it worse. Because even before, when you had one sort of engine going, you could still, you know, go relatively quick. Quite a cool sound though as it boots up. Right, there you go, I think we're all booted up. Let's try and go again. Let's go full power. Very glad I didn't do the full thing from Plymouth to Exeter, or vice versa. I don't think we would have ever made it to Plymouth within an hour. It would have been 2 hours. Right, we're off again. I'd imagine the engine will probably break down again before Newton Abbot, as it's a bit of a longer stretch this bit. I think I know the title for this video. The Voyager is broken, or the broken Voyager. We've broken down too many times. And the speed will go up to 80. There we go. was waiting for the engine sound to cut out. But I think in real life you do have to come to a stop when to sort of restart the engines. I mean, you probably could just do it whilst on the move on the game, but I think in real life you do have to come to a stop and then do it. As we like to try and be realistic, we'll do that. Well, at least we've got a bit of speed on us now. We're meant to be at Paignton in 12 minutes. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. It's probably still about 20 minutes. Well, once we're at Newton Abbot, we're not that far away. So it's down the branch then. Torquay and then Paignton. Done. Cool. We're at 90. As we follow the estuary up to Newton Abbot. Still a very pretty route though. I've done quite a few runs on here now, but still looks pretty every single time. Especially that coastal section, it's always just like, whoa, this is good. What routes has everyone been playing the most? Who's been playing Morristown the most? Anyone been playing that more than the other routes? Yeah, we will do more. Well, I'll try and do more of the ALP 45, and I might also do that on New York Trenton as well. The ALP 46, because apparently the ALP 46, the Morristown version, actually has announcements on New York Trenton, so that'd be cool to sort of check out. So I do expect to see videos on that route in the future. I don't want to say near future, well, probably the next week or so. Double yellow, this will be the approach control into Newton Abbot, as we'll be probably going into the loop platform. Fortunately for us, we know where that next signal is. Still a bit of a way off yet. I mean, it's sort of round the corner, so we'll try and go nice and quick up to it, but not too quick. We don't want to set off the TPWS. Engine's still on, which is good for now. I bet as soon as we did Newton Abbot, diesel engine still, like, great. Brilliant.
We are now approaching Newton Abbot. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take
There you
care
go.
when stepping down from the train.
Got the single yellow. I assume that's the River Tin we're crossing there. And welcome to Newton Abbot. We made it. Still waiting for the Voyager to go onto the other routes though. I think on Xbox and PC you can already drive the Voyager on Manchester Airport Commuter. I don't think you're meant to be able to, but you can already. So I might have to install it on the Xbox and do it on there. Here we are, this is Newton Abbot.
This is Newton Abbot. This is a cross country service to Paignton that
Torquay and Paignton. Yeah, just check the engines, they're all still on at the moment. They haven't broken yet. That's weird. Apparently why is that not on? These are not on for some reason. The doors are open. Yeah, these are the bill lights. They should be on. Yeah, they should be on, but they're off for some reason. What's going on with the Voyager? Oh, engine's gone off. Yeah, engine's gone. Right, alright then, let's do it again. Stop. And then start. 10 minutes behind schedule. Come on.
Great Western Railway service to Paignton.
Right, there you go, they're back on now. Right, off to Torquay now. 10 minutes behind schedule. Right, let's go. That 150 probably has caught up to us now. See how we're doing on the board. That 13:01, 10 minutes. Bit of an external shot there. Whilst the engines are on. Yeah, you got one at 13:12. That must be the stopper behind us then. Where is that one now? Literally coming in, well, almost coming into Newton Abbot. Being caught up by a stopper. So yeah, I think, I mean, it's still playable, but you know, maybe just avoid it for now. Again, I suppose if you do have the HUD on and you could just you could do it on the move, engine stop, engine start, but it's still a bit annoying how often it happens. Especially considering, in the patch notes it said it was fixed, but it's not fixed. Well, at least on console. This is PS5. Is that train 10 minutes late as well? The double, haven't we actually done a double Voyager yet? Or have we done one? Maybe on stream. Up to 60. I'm very, very much anticipating the engines will go off. But they've gone off. They've gone off already. No, it's dead at the back. Let's just see how much speed can we pick up. Okay, we're still picking up speed, so let's just try and get to Torquay. I mean, well, we'd have to go uphill to begin with, but let's just try and get going. We'll get up to 60 and then hopefully it'll be okay. We'll keep it in sort of power 2, just to keep us going. Hopefully we'll be able to get up and over the hill here. Literally, once we're the other side of Torquay, all downhill to Torquay. There's a little bit uphill and then down into Paignton. Right, we'll put it in power 2 now. Hopefully just that little bit of power will sort of keep us at 60 or near enough. It almost sounded like it was off to begin with. Not sure. Well, good thing is we're still moving nicely, so that's good. There's King Kerswell Station, or what was King Kerswell Station, but not anymore. Got a 45 mile, is it 45 miles an hour? Yeah, 45 miles an hour, then 30. 30 is basically as you're coming into Tor. Hang on. Oh, it's gone again, I think. I can hear one of them going, but the front seems to be really quiet now. So I think we've lost, I don't know, how many motors do you get on these? Or how many engines? So I suppose they're sort of spread out across the train, aren't they? I don't really know the technical aspect of the Voyagers. Cool. I know 377s. I know about those. As in which ones have the motors and ones don't, but for Voyagers, no clue. Because on the 377s, you've got the Demos, two Demoses, which is driver, motor, open, standard. And then you've got the Mozzle, which is the motor, open, standard, lavatory. And then you've got the Ptossel, which is the one which doesn't have a motor, which is the pantograph, trailer, open, standard, lavatory. So yeah, I know for 377s what, you know, where I should be hearing the sounds of the train, but yeah, not for the Voyager. Well, I've got a feeling we've only got one engine going at the moment, or one bit of the engine going. So we're coming down to 30 in a second, when we're basically coming into Tor, and then we can roll it down the hill to Torquay. And then we'll then restart the engines for the sort of next bit, just to get up and over into Paignton. There you go, so it's now downhill, so we don't have to worry too much here. We should be okay, as long as we slow down for the 30. Just as we go through Tor. Slowly slowing down for 30. See the opposite speed board there, when it goes up to 45. There you go, we're at 30. So yeah, very useful to know your gradients on this route, especially with these diesel engine faults. You can sort of, you'll be able to work out whether you can roll it down to a station or... As I know, we can get to Torquay quite easily, even without the engines on, so we can just roll down to Torquay. So yeah, good to try and memorise your gradients on here, especially with the random faults. Handy to know. As we make our way down, right down. Right, back up to 40. So we'll get that up. As we roll down into Torquay. And then finally Paignton, 10 minutes behind schedule. We're due there now. So we might make up a couple of minutes, but I doubt it. Well, we'll see. So 10 minutes late, 10 minutes late leaving Newton Abbot. Should get the announcement going off in a second. Here it is, Torquay. Unless the announcements have just given up as well. But we haven't had an announcement, have we, this time? I don't think so. Here we are, Torquay. We'll restart the engine here. Here we go. Yeah, it's very dead silent. Cool, right, do that and restart the engines again. Again, the external orange hazard lights or the bill lights haven't come on, even though the doors are unlocked. that's an issue as well. Okay, we're 8 minutes now, 8 minutes late. So we made up 1 minute. Something to be proud of. Right, let's go. Let's try and make up another minute.
The next station is Paignton. This is a cross country service to Paignton.
Maybe the announcements don't play if the engine's off. Maybe it's somehow linked, like if they're off it won't play. Don't know. Anyways. So still 40, but it comes down to 15 coming into Paignton. And we'll get the, we'll have approach control into Paignton as well. So we will get the speed will come right down. So yeah, it's 15 miles per hour into the platforms. Down a bit. Cool. Has anyone found any sort of hidden things on this route, like hidden walkways and hidden places you can go? Anyone found any? As I know on the Dawdish Seawall you can walk a little bit of it, but anyone else found any sort of cool places you can venture off into? A bit like on West Cornwall Local where you can go onto the beach at St Ives. Double yellow. Was there another one beforehand? Double yellow, double yellow. I'm trying to think if there was another signal beforehand. So that might mean we're coming into the down platform. I think usually you get a single yellow there and it's approach control coming into the up platform. So we might be coming into the down platform. Potentially. Oh yeah, I don't know if there's another signal beforehand. So we'll find out in a second. But if not, it probably would be because we're coming into the down platform, in which we wouldn't really need approach control because we're not going across the junction or anything. And yeah, most of the time you come into the up platform. Cool. Yeah, there's the shunt signal there. Opposition light signal. Yeah, we're just coming straight in. Yes, we're going to go into the... There we go, got an announcement. There's no approach control for that. So that's a good thing to know. If you have a double yellow at that last signal, you're going into this platform. And if you've got a single yellow, then you'll have the approach control to then come across the junction here into the up platform. Yeah, down Main. Well, it still comes down to 15 miles an hour for us, I believe. Just have to slow right down. Doesn't really make much of a difference what one you come into. One thing I haven't done yet is actually go up into the sidings, which potentially, if we are running so late, it might just say straight away to go into the sidings. If it does, we'll do it. As you can go either go into the sidings or go back up that way and shunt across to the other platform. There's two ways you can do it. Although if it's the good thing, then we'll give it a go. Well, we got to Paignton. I think in the end, yeah, 7 minutes late. Because of our little engine fault. Multiple engine faults.
This is Paignton. This is a cross-country service to Paignton. The next
Where it terminates.
station is
8 minutes, so yeah, we did make up a couple of minutes. Right, if it tells us to go straight away into Goodrington, we'll do it. That wasn't too bad at all. No, not too bad. Let's have a look. Wait for 2 minutes. Where's it going then? Yeah, let's do it. Because we haven't done this before. Let's only wait for 2 minutes, so we can do that whilst the guard empties out the train of passengers.
This is a cross country service to Paignton.
Okay. There you go, 5 Mike 61. Says, I'd imagine on the way back becomes 1 Mike 61. Back up to Manchester. So we haven't got the signal yet. So we're going to be going into Goodrington sidings, which are beyond the station limits here at Paignton. So that's quite cool. So we've not done that yet. And even off stream I haven't done that either. So that's neutral. So that will be cool to do. So we'll just wait. Where's that stopper? Oh yeah, because I sat at Newton Abbot for a while. That must have been the longest minute ever. The doors are shut already. Let's just wait to get the signal, and then we shall be into the sidings, which yeah, just beyond the station. And we do actually have to set the points as well. So I'll set those. I don't know if in real life the guard would have to get out and do that, or the driver, or not entirely sure. And you got another one in there as well. Cool. Come on, unless we got to wait for that one. So there's going to be 2 trains in the carriage sidings, or Goodrington sidings. Wait for 2 minutes. So we go. Paignton carriage siding 2. Looks like we've got a position light signal. Is that a position light signal? Oh no, we got the back. No, we haven't. Hang on. There's a level crossing there. Oh, there we go. Position light signal. Right, let's go. Hang on. Before we go. Yes. Hang on. Sounds like the back's gone off. Surprise, surprise. Come on, hurry up. Start. Just so we can get into the sidings. Right, and go. Come on, move. There we go, going into Goodrington sidings for the first time. As the only reversal we've done is going the other way, going out. Then back in. You've got the steam railway to the left of us as well. Nothing in there at the moment. Cool. So if you were lucky, you might see a steam train coming along. If we're lucky. Although there is a Goodrington station isn't modelled on here though, even though you probably would see it from just round this corner. It's not modelled in the game. Would have been quite cool to see it modelled. As it literally is just you'd be able to see it. Right, not sure what the speed. There's no speed boards, so it could still be 15 miles an hour. Yeah, I haven't seen any speed boards, so for all I know, it's still 15. That probably is like 5 or 10. There's a cucumber there. Oh, the engine's gone. It's gone again. does it want us to stop then? Can we just stop here? I mean, we're sort of fully in here, alright. Oh, there's a steam train, look at that. Nice. Wants us to move up a little bit, alright. We'll move up a tiny bit. Look at that, there's a steamer. Oh, and the blooming engine's gone, hasn't it? Oh no, we can still move a tiny bit. Let's have a look at the steam train. That's it, part of the Dartmouth Steam Railway. Pretty cool. Look at that, there it is. Oh, there's a limit of shunt sign there as well. Awesome. Right, let's have a look. Oh, it's 15 into there. Okay, cool. Well, that is going to be everybody here from Goodrington Sidings, or Paignton Carriage Sidings. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. Links to usual places, Discord, PayPal, merch stores, what is our affiliate link for UK departure boards. Looks like the real Cross Country service is cancelled at the moment. See you all, and take care. Bye, guys.